A lot of people were really looking forward to the Holly Holm Ronda Rousey rematch. Of course, Holly's getting back in there instead, fighting Miesha Tate. What do you think? Do you think that's a good choice by the UFC to keep her busy?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think she just wins this belt. She doesn't want to wait around too long. You know, she's riding a hype train that I think she's coming into her own, and she knows that. You know, I trained with Holly, and I know that the coaches behind her, and they're thinking, listen, let's strike while the iron's hot. She's feeling confident. If she has to wait, things can get into her head. The hype behind Ronda can come back. She has time to go and get even better. But if Holly can stay busy, I think it'll first prove that she is the champ. She goes and defends it, then gets a rematch. I think she'll just feel better about herself. For her, I think it's great. I'm glad the UFC gave her that opportunity.
As a fighter, yeah, she want to go to stay in active, stay in competition, stay sharp. Yeah, so as a fighter, yes, wanted to see her back. But I do think stylistically, it's a tricky fight. When she fought Ronda, she could game plan strategically what she was going to do, when she's going to do it, because she knew what Ronda wanted to do. Where Miesha is a little bit different. She's going to get in her face, mix it up, try to take it down, come back up, standing, striking. So it's a little bit more, it's not specific what she's going to do, you know. So it's a tricky fight. But I think just a little bit more technique and sharpness from Holly should get her the win.
I'm glad that Holly's fighting. That'd be a long time to have to wait, you know. And I do think that Ronda does need time down. I mean, I think she needs to get back at it. She's so busy, man. I mean, I feel like I'm busy, and there's nowhere near as busy as she is, you know. So I feel like she does need the time to get stuff together, and Holly should fight by then, you know.
In my opinion, first of all, if I'm Holly Holm, absolutely. If I'm Miesha Tate, absolutely. And they're both incredibly cool people, man. Like as far as human beings go, they haven't worn themselves too thin on any level, as far as I'm concerned, and everybody wants to see both of them win. So that'll suck to see the loser there, but it'll be a very genuine, like, everybody wants both of those two to win. Like, there's not like the polarizing, God, I just can't stand her mouth type of thing, you know.
Is it good to get the champ back in action, or would it have been better to sit around and wait for that big rematch to come together?
No, let's get them back in action. I think it's time for the UFC to stop giving rematches. And I didn't get a rematch. Let's stop giving rematches, and who's next? Let's just get these divisions folded out, because you got these talented fighters in the top 5, and if potentially somebody's ready for a title shot, ready to go, they're so amped up for that title shot, and then you give them another contender. It's not as motivating. It's not the same feel. So they go in not as prepared. They lose their title shot, and now their life's changed forever. So I think it's just time to keep them moving. I mean, Ronda Rousey, amazing champion. She did a lot for the division, but Holly Holm destroyed Ronda Rousey. So let's not, like, why would we give that a rematch? You know, let's let her fight Miesha Tate, and whoever's next after that. When Ronda Rousey's ready, get her right back in there.